This is why it's a bad idea to eat food, because I just am crashing energy-wise so much. I mean, I probably need help at all I fencing earlier, but I really need to lie down, which isn't great because I also need to pack. Because Alexa, volume 0. Because I am also. I'm also. No, Alexa, I wasn't talking to you. I also am in about 8 hours. I've got a train to Portsmouth, so got to pack. Not great, but I also want to fly, man. So maybe I should probably be rambling less and talking about this episode more. This is Lower Decks, episode 8, Caves. And I put the reference to Portal 2 in the description because I couldn't think of anything else. But yeah, this is I guess it's kind of a it's a flashbacky episode, but not like a flashbacky episode we've seen. It's kind of it's an anthology episode. That's the better way to describe it. All of our 4 OG team are trapped in a cave, and so the 3 of them basically just recall stories about how they. It's basically a story about teamwork. You know, they all recall stories of when they started to like be less adversarial to people who they're in the cave with, and more communicative and finding a shared common goal. They got out, so in Rutherford's story, in Bomber's story, you know, he initially was very kind of antagonistic to the conspiracy first Steve dude for obvious reasons, because conspiracists are some of the worst people. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess that's kind of broad. It depends on the conspiracy that you listen to. But there's him. It turns out that his kind of theorizing was it's pretty well constructed episode. A lot of that callbacks within the episode, you know, that we film was a comedy. But it turns out his conspiracy theory about these alien beings which trap you in caves and force you to do like morality tests or whatnot. Proved to be kind of correct. I like that the mic picks up my farts. Like, it picks up nothing else in the room about the noises. It's very good. But the second I fart, it picks it up. It's very weird. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Sorry. This is how tired I am. Turns out he was right. I mean, that was kind of a more humorous take. It kind of escalates, but like he didn't really work together. They just kind of tricked, or not even tricked. The aliens that kidnapped them kind of assumed that they were kind of bonding, and it wasn't really what happened. But whatever. And the message is still there about, you know, working together and stuff, and finding common ground. So that was kind of funny. The whole subversion was funny. The whole thing. I think the subversion of conspiracy theorists actually correct was pretty funny. And then there was a whole. I didn't like the medical squeamish part of this episode. I didn't like seeing the broken leg and the bones sticking out, and the squeamish around bones and stuff, and leg ankles particularly, because I have my own ankle problems. And Rupert's belly kind of almost like bursting with a baby was a bit. Bleh. But apart from that, so yeah, Rupert, you know, it plays off a trope, the Star Trek trope of person getting pregnant by alien means. I mean, I think that's referenced so much to kind of Star Trek and Price, where it happens to, where a touch thing happens to Trip. I don't think it's the same alien, but that kind of happens there. And through bonding and having to raise this child, it I don't know how it actually directly leads into Rutherford's solution. I think it's a coincidence that he thought of this solution on the fly, and because the big monster had noted that they were parents and caregivers, they bonded and let them leave. That was probably the least strongest one because there wasn't really that much. It was that much happening. It was very kind of drawn out and longer. There wasn't as much kind of detail. But these are all kind of sketches, and then Mariner's story, which again references the whole one of the few Star Trek things where things will age you, and so they were experiencing a temporal effect which caused them to age, and while they were trapped, they were bickering about different shifts, and they came to like an understanding about why the shifts have this rivalry, and they got over it. And in the real present time, this bickering kind of bleeds over because everyone except Tendy, bless Tendy's heart, gets jealous of each other for having friends outside of their friend group, which is very relatable. And they almost die from it until it's revealed that the moss that's about to eat them is actually sapient and has been enjoying the stories, and has actually been bonding with them as they've been kind of well, at first it forces Tendy to tell her story, which for 3 times the rule of 3 gets denied. She doesn't get a chance to say it because it's not relevant. But it's her who reminds him that they all, despite their other friendships, have their own bond. And this inspires the moss creature who decides instead of consuming, he's going to be like a bit more kind of friendly. As long as people like treat him as a friend, he'll be a friend back kind of thing. Like that's how what he gets out of this. Really weird underwear. Which is racist, I guess. And then as a kind of an extra twist, an extra reveal, I don't know if it implies that the moss creature isn't real. I don't think that's what's being implied. But as an extra kind of reveal, those aliens from earlier are also here. They also are responsible for trapping. I guess they're responsible for trapping the creatures, the Starfleet crew in the cave in the first place as part of their test. And seeing how well everyone's bonding, they kind of continue to let them. It's kind of adorable. It's kind of cute. Yeah, I mean, I can't follow the episode. It wasn't the most engaging, but I mean, it was better than last week's. It definitely had that kind of subversion, expectation subversion. Had a cute, clear message. No, I think it was pretty good. Anyway, like I said, you need to go take a nap. You need to hopefully not sleep. Pack. And I want to play some Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man 2's come out, but I haven't finished Miles Morales, so I need to get through that, and I'm probably not gonna. It's sad, but that's where it goes. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and I'll see you hopefully on my channel as soon as I finish napping and packing. Bye.